Hi, I'm Chuck Lewis, manager with MarketBook, and welcome back to another Market Minute with Sandhills Global. Today, we are going to focus on the tractor market in Canada. In particular, we're going to take a look at retail pricing trends as well as recent trends with what tractors have been selling for at auctions in Canada. Let's take a look at the most recent data. What's interesting this month is to take a look at the right-hand side of this graph, and you see the light blue line here on that 100 horsepower to 174 horsepower category. That trended down this past month. So we may have hit a peak there, but it's definitely one that we're going to be keeping an eye on going into first quarter of 2025. The other trend that really sticks out here is this 300 horsepower and greater category for tractors in Canada, and that's the gold line here on the graph, and you see that continues to drive upward. We saw a slight uptick in asking EVI in Canada for the 100 to 174 horsepower category this past month, while auction EVI remained steady. On the graph that we're looking at here, I want to pay particular attention to the right-hand side of the graph because you can see where the inventory levels are getting driven the most. On the 100 to 174 horsepower category, we do continue to see this 0 to 5-year-old inventory, which is the dark blue line, driving the sharpest increase. However, in this category, we see the 5 to 10-year-old and the 10 to 25-year-old categories also trending upwards significantly. The 175 to 299 horsepower tractors both took a slight dip this past month on asking EVI and auction EVI in lockstep with each other. Now, as we take a look at the inventory trend by age group here on this 175 to 299 horsepower category for tractors in Canada, this is one where we see that dark blue line, the 0 to 5-year-old inventory, taking a much sharper increase than the 5 to 10-year-old and the 10 to 25-year-old tractors. All three of them trending upward, but the late model tractors continue to drive the sharpest increase. One of the more interesting changes this past month was the increasing trend on auction EVI for the 300 horsepower and greater tractor category in Canada. Also worth noting a slight increase in asking EVI this past month. We see a very significant trend in the late model 0 to 5-year-old 300 horsepower and greater tractors, driving the increases in tractors listed for sale across Canada in that high horsepower category. Thank you for watching this month's Market Minute with Sandhills Global. For a more in-depth analysis of the tractor market, go to marketbook.ca and click on More in the upper right-hand corner. Then click on Get Market Reports. These reports are also available free of charge and can be accessed on auctionvalues.com in the upper right-hand corner under Get Market Reports. If you'd like to see something specific covered in next month's market report, please reach out to us at 800-414-3491. Thank you, and see you next month.